Welcome. This is Zangler, the Tesla Semi Advocate. And last Friday, after my Giga Semi drone flight, I decided to check in on the 550 Milan pilot production building, which is the birthplace of every Tesla Semi that is currently on the road. That would have been Friday morning, May 23rd, 2025. So we take off at our normal location, and then we fly over to the 550 Milan building, which is the building in the background on the left, the second building. And again, that is where every single Tesla Semi that's ever been seen on the road, all of the Tesla Semis that are doing work for the Tesla Semi production division, which is responsible for delivering parts and products from Giga Semi or Giga Nevada, Giga Factory 1, over to Fremont and other locations, which would include drive motors, battery packs, and power walls also to a different distribution location. In any event, this is 550 Milan, and it should be notable for the fact that it is where like I said, all of the existing Tesla Semis. But what's important about this video is it is ramping up. We can see the component pieces outside the factory in preparation for another phase of production, and I believe this would be a refreshed version of the Tesla Semi that incorporates all of the learnings from 2.5 years of and many hundreds of thousands of miles of the Tesla Semi on the road. We're now coming around to the west. This is the northwest corner of 550 Milan. And this is where as many as like 27 completed semis were stored, and we're down to 9. And that checks out because many more companies have received delivery of a handful of Tesla Semis for them to put into their logistics operations and get data and figure out how each one of them can best utilize this technology. This, as you can see, there are many fairings that have been delivered, and you'll see more in the upcoming thing. And in the middle of the frame is a completed chassis. And the question is this a longer chassis? Chassis would indicate that they are building a box truck compatible Tesla Semi, which would be the next logical step for them to build. They wouldn't actually put the box truck on it. They would build a longer Tesla Semi framed vehicle that could support a box truck, garbage truck, tow truck, wrecker, all manner of different vehicles. See many more fairings, both the short and the tall fairings. I think there's 14 fairings there, and there was more that we just flew over, and we'll get a count of those. And there's even more on the other side of the building. You just got a glimpse of a Tesla Semi that is doing work. That would be a production Semi. The south part of this 550 Milan is Tesla production, and the north end is Tesla engineering, which is responsible for the Tesla Semi pilot testing. I zoom in at 9x in a little while and want to apologize in advance because it gets a little sketchy. Or I should say the video gets erratic when you zoom or when you move because of the amplification. That is, so all of these trailers, I could speculate, we could speculate, are carrying component supplier parts for the Tesla Semi. That Tesla Semi, since it's at the engineering end of the building, is probably bringing in parts for the Tesla Semi. And the short fairing Tesla Semi on that diesel semi, on that Peterbilt, is likely either being transported to Texas. We've got breaking news that a Tesla Semi and a megacharger has been spotted in Texas, or more likely that it has been returned from Alaska, where they've been doing winter testing. Now look at that frame. I do not know if that's a longer frame or not, but kind of hard to tell without all the parts on it. But I'm going to leave it to you, and maybe someone can use their measuring skills to see. Looking at that Tesla Semi, now the short range, or they call it the standard range Tesla Semi, is shorter than the long range Tesla Semi. So interesting, exciting development. The refreshed Tesla Semi has a code name that was somewhat released. The cat is somewhat out of the bag, and it is appropriate. If it is true, it is appropriate because it does represent something that will carry the weight, or I should say, in this case, the freight of the world, and that would be an appropriate Greek god name for the refreshed Tesla Semi program. We're gonna come back and take another look at the other end of the building, and this is where the trucks go out every day. There's the double that has been seen being towed by the Tesla Semi, and this is where the engineering Tesla Semis take off every day. And you can see there are more fairings on this side. Keep an eye on this end of the building, or at 550 Milan, and try to see if we can spot new Tesla Semis, refreshed Tesla Semis coming out of the building in the near future. Thanks for joining.